Hey, how you doing? Hello, Chemical and Lunar Muse. We'll just wait a couple more minutes before we get going. How you guys doing? Right. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be kind of rough today. I had a wave of depression. It just hit me. But that's what eclipses are about. And that's intensified by the blood moon. So just to allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. It'll pass. This too shall pass. So this is, again, impromptu, so there may not be that many people showing up. I was directed to do it, so I'm doing it. Yeah, chemical, that's yeah, it hits that energy hits people, everybody differently. Makes me tired. So I guess what we're doing here, we're just, because of you know, I'm going to say something kind of snarky. I feel like more people should be interested in the planetary energies. More people should be interested in that because it really does affect things, and it can be an excellent explanation for why things feel the way they feel. Yeah, Lunar. You didn't miss anything, Susie Q. Yeah, the anxiety, depression, whatever, but this is our opportunity to let go of that stuff. You know, at the very least, to be willing to really learn how to release those things. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Lori. Nice to see you too. All right, so let's, oh my goodness, let's pull a card just to check the general energy of the collective right now, the human collective. But we can't forget that we humans and the earth are working together. Oh, thank you, Susie Q. General energy. You see him sneaking off, right? But look at that crow with that big mouth. So that's the general energy right now, and it absolutely fits. It absolutely fits with a lunar eclipse, because this is what you want to pay attention to, is that crow telling on him. So information coming out. No, Miss Lori, the clouds don't have anything to do with it. You know, I was thinking of, as far as putting out your crystals, you can, you don't really even need your window curtains open. You don't really even need to put them. It's the intent. Number one, the intention of the cleansing. And number two, that moon energy is going to hit no matter what. You could live in a cave, and that moon energy is going to affect your crystals. So it's a full moon, so it's about release. Release and recharge. Hey, Sane. Thanks for showing up, you guys. I appreciate you. Never know with these earlier in the day things. Oh, thank you for hitting the thumbs up, you guys. Never know with the earlier in the day things, especially in the middle of the kind of in the middle of the week. Hey, Miss Linda. So the energy of the Seven of Swords with that crow. Crow's got its mouth wide open, tattling on the guy that's trying to sneak off with those swords. This is where we're at. I think we can handle a lot more truth than we're getting. People are being exposed. That is the word that I'm being given. People are being exposed. Now, we've seen it happen in other countries. Okay. We're waiting for that to happen here. Okay. Not just the being exposed part, but the people taking action on that exposure. That's what we're really waiting for. Hey, beautiful. Next card up is the King of Cups. For those who missed the first one, it's the Seven of Swords. We're paying attention with that crow with a huge mouth open, tattling on that guy trying to sneak away. And now we have the King of Cups. The dream, the want. In the dream is what? The dream for us is about some emotional balance. So we have to learn to be emotionally balanced within ourselves and stop expecting the outer circumstances or other people or other situations to give us that inner peace, that inner balance. That's up to us. I just noticed my hair matches my sweater. Yeah, that's supposed to be fuchsia, by the way. So yeah, put out your crystals, you guys, your jewelry, any spiritual tools you have, any jewelry you wear consistently. Move out that stagnant energy. Especially with all the stuff, especially with, we're getting so many energy downloads and so energy from the universe, energy from the earth. We need to clear that stuff out. Yeah, thanks, Lori. I love my spikes. It just, sometimes it gets to the point where I get sick and tired of putting product in my hair. So, another card, strength. Okay, we've got this. No matter how it feels. Humans have this, and I swear to God, there's Virgo in every single human on the planet. It's like we're never satisfied with the way that we do things. Nothing is ever good enough. Or we're not supposed to feel this, or we're not supposed to think that. That's BS. And that's our egos, by the way. We don't really need our egos anymore to protect us. We're learning how to protect ourselves, protect our energy. Nine of Swords, and that's how we feel. Depleted. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. And that's not really what's happening, even though it feels like that's what's happening. Okay, that bad things are happening. I would not downplay that. Bad things are happening. Awful things are happening. There's a complete and utter lack of empathy for human life right now, and not us, but those in power. Okay, so that's how we're feeling, but it's not really about the other shoe dropping anymore. It's we know what's going to happen. We used to get so excited. Oh yeah, they, this person did this and now everybody knows about it. Somebody's going to do something about it. We know that's not going to happen. Nobody in that regime is going to do anything. Congress isn't going to do anything. Okay. And we know that. So we have to accept that. But it's not so much about the other shoe dropping. It's more about they're doing these awful things. And as I say often, the more horrible it is, the closer to the end they are. Hey, Crumby. All right, we have Three of Wands. Taking action, making decisions and taking actions on those decisions. So what is it with this full moon eclipse that you want to let go of? There'll be more There'll be more eclipses. There'll be more full moons. There'll be more new moons. Okay. So we don't have to get rid of all of it at once. And that's probably not even realistic. So what is the one thing that you struggle with all the time? Can't seem to let it go, move on from it. Set an intention to listen to your spirit team, and they will tell you the steps to take. Just make that intention before you go to sleep tonight. The moon, things that are hidden coming to the surface. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, but look, there's a key right behind her. We are the key to this, you know. Humans are the key to this. You know, when we talk about how do I want to say this? I've spoken on this more than once, where I've said we had to make a conscious decision on whether we were going to annihilate ourselves or not. And the decision was made that no, that is not what we're going to do. That is not what we want to do. But if we had made that decision, it wouldn't have been this awful thing, because we're human and we think, oh my, you know, because people are rightly afraid of being annihilated, right? I'm not afraid to die. I don't want to hurt, but I'm not afraid to die. So what I'm more afraid of than death is the feelings that I would feel if, you know, war hit U.S. soil. Okay, now later I'm going to make a couple of videos, and one I'm going to talk about the possibility of blackouts, because Spirit Team was talking to me this morning about, and then I actually saw a title for a YouTube video go across my phone screen about this very thing about blackouts and about, you know, internet blackouts, cyber attacks, because, you know, we consider Iran a third world country, but not so much. Not so much. They know how to implement a cyber attack. So I'm gonna read on that. I'm gonna make videos about that. And I just want you to know that Venezuela crap that he pulled, there was more than one reason. First of all, he was butthurt because what's his face there that he kidnapped told him no at some point. Okay, and he's all about retaliation. And there's more reasons, but another reason that I don't think we were really picking up on was, okay, now we control Venezuela's oil. Well, that's because he was planning this attack on Iran the whole time. Now we're not going to have access to Iran's oil. They said we will not negotiate. Yeah, Lori. People forget that about Iran. You know, those people, them guys ain't stupid. Let's put it that way. They are not dumb. All right, so Deanna says she's having trouble with health and financial. So some good juju towards Deanna, please. Yeah, Miss Lori. Yeah. But you know what? Let's be honest. Gas prices were going up anyway. They were going to go up regardless. There was going to be some excuse because he's making money off that. There's going to be some BS excuse why gas prices would go up. I can't wait till there's people in power who put a stop to price gouging. I really can't. Doesn't mean prices will go down. It just means that there will be a ceiling on how high, a percentage ceiling on how high people can raise prices. Rent. Yeah, Crumby. 30 cents over the weekend. Yeah. Not a big shock. Oh, thank you, Miss Linda. Ding the bell. Thank you for supporting the channel, Miss Linda. Okay, then we have the 10 of Cups again. The end of emotional turmoil. I think we picked this up on the live on Sunday. Not in this deck. That's happiness. We are nearing the end, you guys. And that thing he's got going over there in Iran, it's not going to last five to whatever weeks he decided to tag. He had decided to tag extra time on how long that would last. I think he's forgetting something. He's not the only one involved. The country he attacked is involved as well. Suppose they don't want to let it go. Hundreds of people unalived. Zero respect for human life. Children as well. Now, I don't see the point in hitting school. What was the point in doing that? That's just a nasty human being. Nasty's not even a word to cover it. We have 5 of Wands, okay? So there's that infighting, and Congress is mad at him. SCOTUS is mad at him. The only judicial branch that isn't mad at him is DOJ, and we know why. Yeah, Lunar. Lightseer's deck is awesome. High Priestess. So a message to keep connected on a spiritual level and realize and remember that this is all spiritual. This whole thing is a spiritual experience. That's what we're here for. Yeah, it was like over 100 children, Lori. Ridiculous. That made zero sense. Well, it made as much sense as him doing it, attacking them anyway. We need to talk about this stuff. It's okay to be angry. You just don't want to become a slave to the anger. Two of Pentacles, juggling many things at one time. Looking for that balance. But I'm looking here, and this looks more grounded. This looks like a canteen or a purse. That looks more grounded. This looks more ethereal. So what is happening right now is we are physically in the 3D, but millions of us spiritually and even mentally are not living on the 3D, and it's hard to find a balance between the two. I'd be happy if we just floated around 3 feet off the ground all day long. I'd be good with that. And we have the Emperor, the embodiment of all of the kings. So we could call that masculine energy. However, the King of Cups is emotional and nurturing. So that would be more of a balance, because that is what we're looking for, a balance between the feminine and the masculine. Okay. And I'm going to repeat myself. The feminine's going to have to take over for a while until a balance can be found. The feminine energy of compassion, empathy. We have the Nine of Wands. That's us, the wounded warriors. Protecting what's left, protecting ourselves. If we can not look at this situation as us having lost something, rather to look at it as having gained something. Higher spirituality, lessons, taking out the garbage to make room for the good stuff. Two of Swords, taking off the blindfold to make a choice. See, she has that balanced, what is that? I think that's I can't really see, but I can't really see it clearly, but that's about balance. Scales, maybe. Lori, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You go with that, Craig. I'm back at buying more tarot decks, so I'm right with you, sister. Thank you for supporting the channel, Miss Lori. I finally got myself one of those, hold on. I finally got myself one of those incense fountains. Still waiting on it. Can't wait till I get it. I already got the cones. It's so cool. The Magician, us, transmuting that bad juju into good juju. Transmuting that nasty energy that can swirl around us. I feel like we have moved forward in our ascension enough, many of us, not all of us, but we have moved forward in our ascension enough that the energy that they put off, we're not feeling that as much as we were. Lori. Nothing wrong with crystals, Miss Lori. Now you got to save up a bunch of money and get the really big ones. Three of Swords, betrayal. She is definitely in a lot of emotional pain. It's okay, Miss Lori. It's okay. There's worse things you could be doing. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. Where you been? Yeah, right, Crumbie? I thought I would do that. Stick it somewhere, close and focus the camera on it. Yep. I don't know how big it is, but I don't care. It's something to look forward to, Miss Lori. The crystals are something you can look forward to. There's nothing wrong with that. We have the Page of Wands. Messages causing actions to be taken. Fiery messages. Intense messages. Judgment. This is about a calling. What is your personal calling? And it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be huge because change happens one person at a time. Then we have the Hanged Man. Yep, we're still waiting. I don't think there's anything wrong with waiting. We're all still waiting for the disposal of or the boot, somebody to get the boot. We're all waiting for that. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as we're not inundated with that. Hey, Susie. Thanks for showing up. We've got around half an hour left. Well, Mark, both those things can happen. See, we humans, we're black and white. It's one or the other. He can flee, but what I've been picking up is that he's going to try, and they're either the country he's trying to go to will not accept him, and he has to come back, or he never makes it out of the country at all. And the military can remove him as well. Now, if you look it up, it says, oh, the military can't remove a president for this reason or that reason. But people are basing that information on precedented situations. None of this is precedented. He's committed treason. Often. Oh, I hate that dilating thing. I think that's what they're going to do that to me next time I go, because they want to check for glaucoma and cataract. Right, Susie, have a good feeling when you see things resolve. How about we have a good feeling now? Don't wait for it to resolve. Let's have a good feeling now. The Hermit. Yes, Lunar Muse. I used to get so irritated when people because the truth is there was a point, and it could still be true, but I don't check on Miller too much because he gives me the ick. But there was a point where they would skip right over, Vance and Mike Johnson and go right to Stephen Miller to replace Rump Roast. And I used to get so much crap about that. That's not the way that works. Nothing is the way that works. Exactly, Susie Q. They do forget that he's commander-in-chief to a point. Okay. Congress' biggest mistake was giving him immunity from being convicted of any crimes. Hey, Joe. Yeah, the spirit team said to do it with our full moon lunar eclipse today. Six of Swords, being propelled forward whether we like it or not. SCOTUS, was that SCOTUS? Yeah, I get it confused because they've all let him do whatever he wants to do. So thank you, Lunar. Oops. I guess I just clumped them all together in my head as a bunch of rear ends. Oh, excellent, Lori. Well, I'd have to call a medical cab to get up there anyway. It's in a very obscure place, and I'm not busing. I like to ride the bus, but I don't like to ride the bus out to the suburbs. It's too much. The Chariot, there we go. There's that swift forward movement moving through chaos. To find balance, black and white horses, balance. It looks like a little tornado behind him. Hey, Gaia, why do I do that? Hey, Gaia. Sorry about that, dear. Me and the English language parted ways a long time ago. It all sounds strange to me. We have the Empress. So we had pulled the Emperor. Now we've pulled the Empress. There's more balance. Gaia. That is birthing something new. And she also embodies all of the queens. Six of Pentacles. That's a handing over of power. Speaking of which, I will make some type of video. Probably it's Tuesday. I could still make a rest of the week video on Soulful Psychic as well. For those of you who don't know that, it's always in the description box. The link for that. That is the Zero Politics channel. Susie, yeah, people are feeling it differently. The energies right now, they're feeling it differently. You aren't here. So sorry for you guys already heard this. I had a wave of depression. It just washed right over me. Just in there minding my business. And there it was. Yeah, I saw that rash. Okay. That rash can be that looks like dermatitis to me, so that's possible that he had the thrombectomy and then had an allergic reaction to the adhesive. I'm allergic to adhesives, bandage adhesives, and nicotine patch adhesives, any adhesives. So there's a very real possibility that he did have a thrombectomy. Well, Susie, teary-eyed is good. You better out than in. Yeah, but, well, thank you, Miss Lori. And it's like, now I'm over it. It was this morning, dear Lunar Muse. But you're still going to feel the effects of that eclipse for 3 days, strongly for 3 days. I always say 3 days before, the day of, and 3 days after. But we can feel eclipse energy for months. But you feel it the strongest for the next 3 days. If you go to the Weather Channel, they will show you a video of it. I couldn't see it. I live in the city. I couldn't see it. Yeah, Miss Lori washed right over me. Your moonstone is now excellent. I just think that is wonderful that a moonstone has been charged by the moon. Yeah, Joe, it's okay. We don't get to see it, but we still get the energy of it. But again, there's probably, like, the NASA probably showed it too. I used to have that app on my phone. I used to love watching that stuff on NASA. Yeah, full moon plus eclipse chemical. Might hit you harder this time. I don't have to deal with that anymore. I'm very happy. Knight of Swords. So this guy is hauling butt. He is running to his motorcycle to go tell somebody something. All right, Miss Susie, excellent. Eight of Pentacles. We are walking away from the bull crap. The bullpucky. Walking away from it. We're done. It's done. You're right, Gaia. I don't miss that stuff. I'm good. Lori says she's going to have to use a wheelbarrow to move her crystals. That's funny. Three of Cups. There's our celebrating. So I do feel like something's going to happen. Okay, so they said 3 days, but let's say in the next 7 days. that is going to make us go, it's about time. Not necessarily what we really want, but something. This is a process. And believe it or not, that process is working up towards him being gone. Oh, thank you, Susie. Everyone say thank you to Susie Q, please. She is our moderator today and on most of all of our lives, actually. We have the devil. Now, they just gave me the words devil knocking on your door. Okay, so what that's telling me, that's talking about people goading you. People trying to get a reaction out of you because you're not the same anymore. So just pay attention to that. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Oh, geez, don't do that, Lori. Okay, at the beginning, we had the King of Cups. Now we have the Queen. So that's a double dose of some type of compassion that's going to show up. If I keep going, we're going to be through the whole flipping deck. All right. So we have Page of Cups. He's dreaming. He's dreaming. What do you say? It's a flying pig. Okay. When pigs can fly, I think pigs have flown already. Okay, Ace of Wands. Excellent. Ace of Wands, new beginnings. Because a lot of planets are landing in Aries right now, you guys. You just should, check out Steve Judd. Now, I'm trying to get a hold of my friend Katie that we did the astrological video. I'm trying to get a hold of her to see if she wants to do another video focusing on rough roast planetary alignments and the possibility of his removal. I have to keep open. I have to keep it open like that. But I know he's going to be removed. You know, he said in one way or the other, he's not going to be there. But I have to watch, I have to watch what I say sometimes. So, excuse me. See if she'll read out or check the planets for that. And also check the planets for a rundown on the United States planetary alignments. Because right now we are actually have a lot of the same planetary alignments as 1776, 1774, 75. So let's see. We have all right, this is going to be a take what you need and leave the rest oracle card pull. The Soul Symphony deck. Well, you're fiery, Miss Lori. That's part of the reason why you're buying so many crystals. Okay, take what you need and leave the rest. Soul Symphony deck. First card out is Heartstrings, Mind Games, Taking Advantage, Playing with Feelings, String Along. Next card out is Clown. Appearances, humiliation, feeling ashamed. Well, why is your parakeet screaming? Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hey, Janine. I'm going to be around for about 10 more minutes, Janine. We pulled a bunch of cards out of the Light Seers deck. Now we're just pulling some oracle cards from the Souls, from Soul Symphony. The Take What You Need and Leave the Rest deck. Ghost, disappearing. Cold and distant, no contact, leaving behind. Risk, partner to partner. Unsafe decisions, not thinking. Be great if anyone who hasn't hit the like button would do that. It would help the algorithm and be so appreciated, you guys. Secrets, exposure, being... I like this one. Exposure, being judged, hiding truth. Linda. Linda says maybe your parakeet saw a picture of rump roast. Kind of makes me want to scream too. No, not so much anymore, I guess. I was actually able to look at, I couldn't listen to him this morning. I'm not going to listen to him in the morning, if I ever do. Certainly not going to be as soon as I wake up in the morning. Oh, heavens no. Now we have searching, thinking of you, profile creeping, blocked, contact, profile searching. Options, doing them. Juggling connections, addictions, player. Janine says her doggy Chi-Chi growls at rump roast picture. It's the kind of energy he puts off. I couldn't imagine him owning an animal. Oh, please. Well, we don't own animals. I don't own animals. Those are my family members, but I just can't imagine him having an animal. I don't want to. Take what you need and leave the rest around summer. Hey, Jana. Thank you. How did I miss you? Get away. Run away. Now that's twice. Twice that an oracle card has come out talking about running away or going away. Run away in the sunset. Begin an adventure. Go on vacation. Trash. Too much synchronicity here. Okay, too much. Screenshots, proof, letting go, throwing out memories. Okay, because there's countries. And Kidder is one of them. They have their own epiphiles. Crumby. Crumby says she growls at rump roast too. Unsatisfied. Bare minimum. Reciprocation. Losing interest. Oh, see, Miss Lori? Parakeet did see rump roast. Facade. Putting on a front, people pleaser, hidden motives, weird behavior. That is him to a T. Card should have been named Narcissist. I think there's actually one in here named Narcissist. Okay, pregnancy. Take what you need and leave the rest. Pregnancy test, entrapment, conceiving, mother figure. Looks like our Empress card. Self-love. This is for everyone. Acceptance, self-treatment, intentions, and self-awareness. Oh, birds are funny, Lori. I love birds. I had a friend, she had a parakeet called Ethel, and I used to call her Birdzilla. How you doing, Boydzilla? You sing like a Boyd. Okay, third party, love triangle, relationship, the other woman's secret hookup. Gizmo. Gizmo the parakeet. That's cute. Call, expressing conversation, unblocking, hearing your voice. Terms, working out, negotiating, begging. So I just want you to know that he did exactly what Israel wanted him to do, by the way, and Russia. That's one of the reasons he's not gone yet, because he's pretty much outlived his usefulness to the other countries. Okay, that was driving me nuts. And he knew it. I hear you, Linda. Linda Mask, I hear you. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen. Believe me, I get it. With the anxiety, I don't blame you. But I don't feel like that's going to happen. Because I don't feel like your guy is going to allow that to happen. I don't think that we'd get past the border with anything. Our physically human, physical, people, army, military. I don't feel like that would happen. I don't feel like we'd get anywhere close. No, we're not making money. Now they're talking about giving refund checks to businesses, and that's a good thing. How about the rest of us who are really paying the flipping tariffs? You going to give us a refund check? I'm paying the tariffs. I hear you, Janine. Commitment, marriage, soulmate, energy, sharing goals, long-term happiness. Take what you need and leave the rest. Did I show the fired up card? No, I did not. Furious with rage, building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts, very angry. Oh dear, and on the bottom is justice. Legal matters, divorce, legal papers, court visit. Works for me. Yeah, I think that businesses should. And I thought about that, does my little business here pay any type of tariffs? Not really. My stuff was set up beforehand. So I wouldn't qualify for that, and that's fine. But I think that the American people need a flipping refund check. How about the people that lost jobs because of this? Maybe they need a refund check. Janine, that's a nice thought. Their money, yes, their money to pay for that, you know, developmental disabilities programs and healthcare. The problem with that is that they would be attached to that money. I know somebody made a comment in the comment section about, I forget, they said somebody was paying the tariffs and somebody else responded. They go, we're paying the tariffs. Where you been? That was hilarious. I loved it. It was beautiful. Right. Chemical. Exactly. Wasn't worth it. The way that the things that have gone up for me that I use are my internet went up over $25 a month. My energy has gone way up. I don't even know the percentage, but it's not $230, which is ridiculous for a 540 square foot apartment. Okay. $230 for some energy costs, right? And it's gone up to over 300. So we are paying. I am paying for the tariffs in some way. Energy costs alone. Yeah, my apartment's not that big. It's very small, actually. Sometimes I go, yeah, we need a smaller apartment. That's how small it is. I'm grateful to be here, though. I'm grateful I got a roof over my head. Yeah, Janine. I mean, as I said, there's multiple reasons for him to do anything he does. He will benefit himself in multiple ways. And this part of that reason for attacking Iran is to avoid the files. Oh, well, gee, we can't put the House back into, or, the House, whatever, Congress back in, to vote on stuff because there's an emergency. No, there isn't. Even though he did that war thing, there's no emergency here. Nice try. But that's Mini-Me Mike's thing. That's what he does. He tells people to go home and stay home to avoid doing what he needs to do. Well, thank you, Miss Lori. It's all good. I wanted to, hold on. Here we go. So, Linda Mask, the leaders of your country told him no. That is what his problem is. Every single country he has an issue with has told him no, either in the recent past or the far past. It doesn't matter. They have told him no. And it came right out of his face that he was all about retaliation and getting back at people. That's all this is about. I don't remember what Iran told him no about, but I'm sure they told him no about something. Couldn't just, leave things be. Yeah, Crummy, I don't know about the Republicans. Honestly, I don't think it's going to go down like that. Remember, when he falls, the dominoes start falling. All right, I'm going to leave these guys to it for 5 minutes. That's true, Miss Laurie, he is. He's a joke. Award ceremony, what did he talk about? Curtains. And the fact that, because he said he put those in the first time around, and he did. Okay, but the fact that Biden didn't go behind him and switch out and spend a bunch of taxpayers' money on different curtains says something. But that's what he could talk about. That's all he could talk about. Couldn't talk about the people who were deserving of the rewards or awards. Always about him. Well, it's my pleasure, Miss Laurie. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to make videos for later. All right. See you in the funny papers. Don't forget, Friday, 6:30 p.m. is members only live. Personal and spiritual questions.